Ugh. All this studying is giving me a headache. Guess just to take a Tylenol. Are you serious? There's none left. Wow. Okay. Whatever. I'm just gonna go online and, pick some up because everyone knows I'm not gonna go to the store now. Ain't nobody got time for that. Whoa. They're cheaper in Canada. Heck yes.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
What?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
What?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Okay. Why?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, really. Well, they are the better price, and I'm gonna order them.
Sabrina, I wouldn't do that. All foreign drugs are counterfeit and illegal.
No, they're not. They have...
Sabrina, I wouldn't do that. All foreign drugs are counterfeit and illegal.
Okay, no, they're not. They have the same exact active ingredients. The same exact ingredients, to be correct. And
Sabrina, I wouldn't do that. All foreign drugs
they're
are
by the same
counterfeit and illegal.
company. They have the same exact active
Sabrina, I
ingredients,
wouldn't do
and
that. All foreign drugs are counterfeit and illegal.
it sounds as if you're on a loop. Where are you coming from? I don't understand. They have the same name, they have the same ingredients. I don't understand what's so bad about them.
I wouldn't do that. All foreign drugs are counterfeit and illegal.
Well, I ordered them. My headaches should be gone in about 24 hours. That's what's so great about express shipping. Yes. Get it? Ah, my headaches are gonna be gone. My headaches are gonna be gone. No more headaches. Yay. Okay. You have to be kidding me. All these Tylenols are crushed and broken. What is this? This is not fair. I swear they're from a credible website. Why are they crushed? What? Why is this? This is not fair.
Sabrina, I told you. I-T-O-L-L-L-L-L-D-D-D-U. I told you.
Why did it come out this way? I don't understand. They were perfectly credible. All the reviews said it was great and it worked like the real thing. It's the same exact drug. It's not at all counterfeit. I don't understand.
Sabrina, I told you.
Okay.
I-T-O-L-L-L-L-D-D-D-U. I told you.
Okay. Oh. Hi guys. Before I start my assignment, I just want to say I'm sorry for the bad acting. I was trying to be creative. Anyways, so onto the assignment. You must be wondering what this article is about. Well, the title of this article is Scare Tactics Over Foreign Drugs. This article was written by Gabriel Levitt, who provides ethos credibility because he is the president of the website Pharmacy Checker, which is a website that checks just the credibility of medicines, whether it be foreign medicines or national medicines sold here and out of state and out of the nation. This article was published on March 24th. The occasion of this article was to show how detrimental the regulations that are coming this April to show the prohibition of buying and receiving foreign drugs online. Unlike the attitude that most people have against foreign drugs, they're actually not counterfeit like the government tells its citizens that it is. It's actually pretty credible, and I probably said that word 1,000 times in this video, but the actual drugs that these foreign vendors sell are very similar to the drugs that are sold here in America. So what the government's trying to do is, because these big ticket companies are telling the government we are losing our customers, and that is because they are buying foreign drugs online because they are cheaper and they work the same way. So the government thought, as a solution, was to tell citizens that foreign drugs were counterfeit, that they did not work well, and that the death tolls were increasing because people were buying these foreign drugs, when in reality, more deaths were occurring with just regular drugs that were bought here in the US than were bought elsewhere. So what the government is now doing, starting mid-April of this year, is that anybody who buys foreign drugs online, that's considered an illegal transaction, and they have the right to damage any goods that you order. So the FDA and other drug administration agencies will technically ruin the medicine you buy online, even though it is not counterfeit and it's actually credible. Okay, and that. The subject of this article is to show how the purchases of these foreign drugs are beneficial and incomparable to counterfeit drugs because they are credible and are from a reliable source. Although they're from foreign places, they still have the same ingredients, they do the same job. And the subject of this article is to show how the media is wrong for misconstruing this image that is not what it really is. So I felt that the author's audience was focused on those who buy foreign medications online, as well as just American citizens in general. I feel like it's focused towards people who buy foreign medications online because they will clearly be affected by this. Because they depend on getting cheaper medications online from foreign vendors, the government is now regulating that and putting a stop to that and damaging the goods that you order. So obviously this audience is targeted, so I feel like the author's claim is to reach out to this audience and just let them know what's occurring, as well as those who are living in the US and letting them know what's occurring as well. Do you pause it? I feel like the author's purpose of writing this article is to warn the public on the behind-the-scenes factors that are going to affect American lives. The author warns that big-ticket companies and the government are having a part in regulating what drugs you buy online, who you're buying it from, and whether or not they're foreign vendors. And by foreign vendors, I'm not talking about somewhere in like Malaysia. I'm talking about like Canada. So obviously the pharmaceuticals may have different names or a certain different ingredient, but overall they have the same active ingredients and do the same purpose as the drugs that we buy here in America, but they are less expensive but are the same great quality and not the counterfeit quality that the government is telling the public it is. In this article, there is many information, such as logos, that really...
Herbert the pervert.
Okay. Stop. A quote that I found interesting in this article, which is also an example of logos, is, "Sadly, a few have died from buying drugs internationally that were obtained without a prescription or that were counterfeit from rogue websites. But the most tragic domestic drug safety-related deaths in the recent years are not from personal drug importation or online pharmacies. 81 Americans died from tainted hairprint in 2007 through 2008, made by an American company with bad Chinese pharmaceutical ingredients. These drugs were sold in the legal supply chain. From this piece of evidence, we as readers know that the media can't exactly be trusted because they're misconstruing the idea of foreign drugs, which is shown here, obviously, in this piece of logos, that more Americans died from this legal drug than passed away from drugs that were purchased on rogue websites, not even credible websites. So I found that quote interesting. Now, after hearing me talk about this topic, my 2 questions to you are, what are your views regarding the government's control over the purchase of foreign drugs online? And my second question is, how does it make you feel knowing that big-ticket companies, such as drug manufacturing companies, can persuade the government into making decisions such as these? And for bonus Jonas question, if you're up for it, okay, thank you. Bonus Jonas question is whether or not this is helping the nation more than hurting, or is it hurting the nation more than it's helping?